Hello, hi children, welcome to Nayak Academy. Today we are going to discuss NCERT as well as CBSE class 10th mathematics chapter arithmetic progression. What do you mean by arithmetic progression? Arithmetic progression is one type of sequence. So before introducing this chapter, let me explain about sequences. Sequences are nothing but an orderly arrangement of numbers according to a certain rule is called sequences. An orderly arrangement of numbers according to a certain rule is called sequences. I have written some example for sequences. See the first example 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Each of the numbers in the list is called term. This is the first term, 4 is the second term, 6 is the third term, 8 is the fourth term and so on. If I take second term 4, how will I get 4 from the first term? If I add 2 to first term, I'll get second term. If I add 2 to 2, I'll get 4. If I add 2 to second term, I'll get third term 6. If I add 2 to 6, then I'll get 8. 6 plus 2, 8 and so on. So what will be my next number? Add 2 to 8. No, so my next number will be 10. If I add 2 to 10, I'll get next number will be 12 and so on. So what is the rule behind this sequence? So rule is adding 2. Adding 2 to its preceding term to get succeeding term, except the first term, children, because for this first term there is no preceding term. Is it clear? So what is the rule behind this sequence? Adding 2 to its preceding term to get succeeding term. Take the second example 100, 98, 96 and so on. See the second term 98. How I'll get 98 from 100? If I subtract 2 from first term 100, I'll get 98. From 98 subtract 2 from 98, I'll get 96. So what will be my next number? So 96 minus 2, 94 and so on. You can write next 94 minus 2, 92 and so on. So what is the rule behind this sequence? Subtracting 2. Subtracting 2 to its preceding term, you will get succeeding term. Take this third example 1, 2, 4, 8 and so on. Can you guess, children, what is the rule behind this sequence? How I arrange these numbers? So this is a one sequence, isn't it? How I arranged these numbers? Can you guess? See that 1, so here 2 is there. How I'll get 2 from 1? If I multiply 1 into 2, I'll get 2. From 2, how I'll get 4? If I multiply 2 to 2, I'll get 4. If I multiply 2 to 4, I'll get 8. So what will be my next number? Multiply 2 to 8, I'll get 16. Then again multiply by 2, 16 2s are 32 and so on. So what is the rule behind this sequence? So multiplying by 2. Multiplying 2 to its preceding term, I'll get succeeding term. See the fourth sequence 1, 4, 9, 16 and so on. What are these numbers actually, children? So these are square numbers, isn't it? 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So what will be my next number? Number is 5, 5 square is 25. Next number is 6, 6 square is 36 and so on. So what is a rule behind this sequence? They are square numbers. Next, see the fifth example 2, 3, 5, 7 and so on. These numbers are prime numbers, isn't it? 2 is the least prime number. Next prime number is 3, 5, 7. So what is my next prime number? 7. Next 11. Next prime number is 13 and so on. So what do you mean by prime number, children? Numbers which are divisible by 1 and that number itself. Or you can say that prime numbers will have maximum 2 factors, isn't it? So now, so what is the rule behind this sequence? They are prime numbers. So that you can list out next numbers. So the last one example, 2, 1, 5, 8, 6 and so on. See the second term, 1. How I'll get 1 from 2? If I subtract 1 from 2, I'll get 1. Next, from second term to third term, how I'll get? If I add 4 to 1, so I'll get 5. So if again 5 plus 3, 8. 8 minus 2, I'll get 6 and so on. So is there any rule behind this sequence, children? So these numbers are not arranged according to a certain rule. Got it? So these numbers are not arranged according to a certain rule. So it is not a sequence, children. Got it, no? So it is not a sequence. Because these numbers are not arranged not according to a certain rule. So it is not a sequence. So what do you mean by sequence? An orderly arrangement of numbers according to a certain rule is called sequence. Arithmetic progression, harmonic progression, geometric progression, these are the types of sequences. So but in your syllabus, we are going to study only one sequence, that is arithmetic progression. Now let me explain about arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression, or short form you can write it as AP. It is nothing but it is a sequence. It is a sequence, or you can write it as list of numbers. List of numbers in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. Okay. What do you mean by arithmetic progression? Arithmetic progression, it is a sequence, or you can write list of numbers also, in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number. It is very important, children. By adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. I will explain with an example. Let me write one example. 3, 6, 9 and so on. So this is a one sequence, isn't it? So each of the numbers in the list is called term. Now if this 3 is called first term, this is second term, 9 is called third term. Okay. So first term is also denoted by symbol small letter A1, or you can write A also. Second term is denoted by symbol A2 or A2 only. Okay, no, or A2. And third term is denoted by the symbol A3 and so on. Fourth term is denoted by symbol A4. Fifth term is denoted by symbol A5. If the nth terms are there, it is denoted by symbol AN. Clear? So now Each numbers in the list is called term. 3 is the first term, 6 is the second term, and 9 is the third term, and so on. Now, how I get second term from the first term? If I add 3 to 3, I'll get 6. Next, take the third term, 9. How I'll get 9 from the second term? If I add 3 to second term, I'll get third term. So what will be the next number? Add 3 to third term, I'll get fourth term, it is 12. Add 3 to 12, okay, I'll get 15. So that will be my next fifth term, isn't it? So you can continue like this. Now, see, this is a sequence in which we are adding a fixed number. See, children, we are adding a fixed number to its preceding term to get succeeding term. So except the first term, see that, except the first term, because if you take the first term, there is no preceding term. So they have mentioned except the first term. So what do you mean by arithmetic progression? It is a sequence in which we are adding a fixed number to the preceding term to get succeeding term except the first term. Now 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 are in arithmetic progression. This sequence is in AP, you can write. Now the fixed number which one we are adding to its preceding term to get succeeding term is called common difference. Common difference. The fixed number we are adding to its preceding term to get succeeding term is called common difference. It is denoted by symbol small letter d. So this d, it may be positive value, it may be negative value, or it may be 0. Is it clear? So now, how we'll get this common difference? How to find this common difference? See here, children, take this example. So common difference is see how I'll get this fixed number. So consider 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. From the second term minus first term you will get common difference, isn't it? 6 minus 3, yes, we are getting 3. 9 minus 6 you will get 3. So or 12 minus 9 you will get plus 3. 15 minus 12 you do, so you will get that common difference 3. So what you have to, how will you find out common difference? Second term minus first term, you will get common difference. Is it clear? Or third term minus second term you will get common difference. D equal to, so let me write here, D equal to A3 minus A2. Isn't it? Or A4 minus A3, A5 minus A4. So if you subtract A2 minus A1, you will get common difference. A3 minus A2, you will get common difference. A4 minus A3, you will get common difference. So how will you find common difference? Second term, just this one you keep in your mind, children. Okay, second term minus first term you will get common difference. Or third term minus second term you will get common difference. So now how will you find out whether this sequence is in AP or not? The common difference it should be same throughout the sequence. See, if you are here 3, if you are here 2, if you get, and so you cannot say that it is in a this sequence is in a AP. Got it now? That common difference it should be same throughout the sequence. 3, 3, 3, here also 3 is there. Got it now? So what do you mean by arithmetic progression? Arithmetic progression, it is a sequence in which we are adding a fixed number to its preceding term except the first term. Is it clear? So that fixed number we are calling it as common difference, and it is denoted by symbol small letter t. So that common difference, it may be positive value or negative number, or it may be 0. How will you get common difference? D equal to sub A2 minus A1 or A3 minus A2 or A4 minus A3, A5 minus A4, and so on. Is it clear? So this one we have to remember, children. 6, fourth term is 8, and so on. What is the second term? Is 4 minus what is the first term? It is 2. So common difference is 2. So common difference throughout the sequence is the same. So this sequence is in AP. It's clear? This sequence is in AP. Now how to find its general form? So now if I take this as a first term A, and how will get this second term? So A2, A1 equal to A. How will get, now next term is A2. How will get A2? So this is A1 and this is A2. How will get A2? If I add common difference to this, if I add common difference to first term, I'll get second term, isn't it? So first term, if I add common difference, so it is D. Common difference is denoted by symbol small letter D. So I'll get second term, isn't it? Next third term, how will get? For the second term is now ours is A plus D. If this term is now A plus D. If I add common difference 2, I'll get third term, isn't it? Again, if I add common difference to second term, I will get third term. So A plus D, it is A plus 2D. So my third term will be A plus 2D. Next, how will get fourth term? So A3 is A plus 2D. A2 is A plus D. A1 is A. Now I need to get fourth term. How will get? A4 equal to, for the third term. Third term is how much? A plus 2D. Add common difference. You will be getting fourth term. A plus 2D plus D, that is A plus 3D. So how I will get fourth term? So A plus 3D. Fourth term is A plus 3D. So general form of an AP is, general form of an AP is A. First term is A. Second term is, add the common difference to first term, I'll get second term A plus D. Add common difference to second term, I'll get third term. So that is A plus D, A plus 2D. Add common difference to third term, I'll get fourth term. A plus 2D plus D, it is A plus 3D, and so on. Clear? So this is a general form of an AP. First term is A, second term is A plus D, third term is A plus 2D, fourth term is A plus 3D, and so on. Now let us learn types of an AP. There are two types of an AP, children. First one is finite AP and second one is infinite AP. What do you mean by finite AP? An AP consists of finite number of terms. Finite number of terms is called finite AP. An AP consists of finite number of terms. You can count how many terms are there in that AP, children. Such type of an AP is called finite AP. Let me write one example. Example 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now you see here how many terms are there. You can count it, isn't it? So first term is 2, second term is 4, third term is 6, fourth term is 8, fifth term is 10. So how many terms are there? There are 5 terms are there. You can count it. So such an AP is called finite AP. And you are finding here last term also. So what is our last term? So it is 10. Got it, no? So now infinite AP means an AP consists of infinite number of terms. An AP consists of infinite number of terms. You cannot count it. How many terms are there? So let me write one example. So let me take this example only. If I write 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, if you put dot and so on. So here last term is not there, isn't it? But in this case last term is there. This is 10. Now in this infinite AP, here first term is 2 and you are not finding any last term, isn't it? So such type of an AP is called infinite AP. You cannot count how many terms are there in this AP. So you cannot say that there are only 5 terms are there. No. So we have put dot and so on. So this AP does not contains finite number of terms. Is it clear? Such type of an AP is called infinite AP. So we have discussed what do you mean by sequences, arithmetic progression and its definition, how to find the common difference and how to find the general form of an arithmetic progression and the two types of an AP. So in my next video, let us solve exercise problems. If you like our video, please like, share and don't forget to subscribe it. Thank you.